Welcome back to the Keeping It Real with KC podcast. I, of course, am your host, KC Phoenix, doing a tarot reading for the collective. I've already pulled the cards, and yeah, this is kind of a mess. So take what resonates, leave what does not. The two decks that I'm using the What's the Tea Spill deck. I love that deck, which the deck itself can be kind of messy. And then also I'm using one of my anime decks. So let's talk about what came out first. First card that came out is Betrayal. Backstabbing, disloyalty, doing you wrong, betraying trust. So that was the first card to come out. Now, obviously there was some type of betrayal here. Also, when I clarified these with the tarot cards, they matched up with what the What's the Tea Spill cards are saying. So, and we'll get into the tarot cards in a minute. Second card that came out is lies being spread, fake news, fake rumors have been getting around about you or the situation. All lies, no facts. So, lies being spread, fake news. And with that, I'm just looking at my nails. I need to clean my nails. I'm sitting here looking at that. So yeah, but lies being spread, rumors, fake news. What I feel, and this is the crazy thing, I feel that the person who betrayed you, they're the ones who started spreading the lies. Like, you didn't do anything wrong. They're the ones who messed up. But to cover themselves, and I'm like, rationalizing is going through my head. It's almost like, let me give you an example. You know how if somebody steals, let's say somebody steals a loaf of bread. They get caught. They attempt to rationalize it by saying, well, I was hungry. Okay, understandable, but you still stole the bread. You being hungry, okay, we can see why, but at the same time, you still stole the bread. Instead of checking out soup kitchens, instead of asking people whatever. But you're rationalizing being a thief because of your hunger. I feel, and okay, now I'm hearing something else. For some of you, if this is a relationship, I don't believe this is a relationship for all of you, even though the third card is ex-lover. So clearly it's an ex-lover for some of you, but not all of you. For some of you, I believe if it's tied to a relationship, they're going around telling people that you weren't giving them something in the relationship. Let's say, it was physical activity. And it's like, well, they didn't want to do it. I wanted to do it at least 3 times a week or 5 times a week. They only wanted to do it once a week. Whatever. Or this person would never have my back when it came to this stuff. And I ended up meeting someone who really had my back and respected me. And you know what I mean? It's that type of stuff where it's like, yeah, I cheated, but the reason I cheated was because they didn't do this, they didn't do this, they didn't do that. Now, some of it may be true, some of it may not be true. At the same time, I feel with them going around attempting to rationalize their shenanigans, it's also creating fake news. Because if the news is being disseminated to people, you have to understand when people receive information, they only receive what they want to receive. So they may only receive part of the information that this person is telling them. They may take that part, twist it into something else, and then tell somebody else. And then now you have all types of stuff floating around, all because this one person is attempting to rationalize what they did to you. Just saying. But yeah, again, I don't feel like this is an ex-lover for all of you. Even though this card came out with the ex-lover, some of you, it just may be a situation where it feels like an ex-lover. Where it's like, wow, were we sleeping together and I didn't know it? Because the way you're acting right now, what did I miss? It could be one of those situations where it feels like an ex-lover. And it's not the case. So yeah. Now, this is the thing. The next 2 cards, and I love this that these cards came out. So, card High Vibes, and it says, high vibrational person, energy that feels good, light, and easy. You are high vibing. because you left the situation after they did their shenanigans. You're like, you know what? And the thing is, I also think you're high vibing because, and something just said to me, for some of you, whatever the situation was, you were looking to give them another chance and possibly let them back in, or either work it out or whatever. I feel after they started going around rationalizing and lying as well, that you were like, ooh, I'm glad I did not consider reconciling or doing this or doing that, whether it was friendship, love relationship, what have you. Once you got, what's the word? I was about to say wind, or once you got notice of what was being said after the fact, you're like, oh, yeah, no, I'm not doing that. And that made you even happier. Like, you're staying on a higher vibration. The card that followed it was Keep Shining. Your light irritates their toxic demons. Keep shining. So for some of you, and that might be a thing too, where maybe you received a lot of attention. Whether this was a friendship or a relationship, maybe you received a lot of attention and that made them uneasy. But this is saying keep shining. Keep being you. And what you're doing is you have left an energy drainer behind. It says this person will drain you of your energy and everything you've got to give. And that's what I feel. I feel it's almost like the tale of two relationships, because in one person's eyes, they're like, well, I'm giving everything that I can give. In the other person's eyes, it's like, well, you're just not giving enough. And I feel like for some of you, you were giving to this friendship or relationship or whatever the hell you want to call it. And what you were giving, you thought you were giving everything. They felt like you weren't giving enough. And honestly, I feel like it would have never been enough because they're an energy drainer. It's like a leech. You know, it's just, it'll never be enough. Now, to clarify, the reason I know that there isn't a reconciliation is because the Lovers came out in the reverse. So that's what happened with that. Lovers came out in reverse. This is Gemini energy, is what this is. So some of you could be Geminis. You could have Gemini in your chart. They could have it in their chart or what have you. Also, some of you, your birthday could be in June too, because Lovers is the number 6. Or maybe the number 6 is significant to you. But with the Lovers reverse, and don't forget, Lovers isn't just about romance. The Lovers card is about choices. The Lovers card was originally the choice card. And with it being in the reverse, it's like, no. That's a flat out no. I'm not dealing with it. Now, the other card that came out was the 9 of Wands. Came out in the reverse. 9 of Wands. Usually in the upright, it's Wounded Warrior. In the reverse, it also can be about having your guard up. In the reverse, it is about letting down your guard. And I honestly feel when you were dealing with this person or these people, whatever your situation is, you felt like you had to be on guard all the time. Now that you're not interacting with that energy anymore, it's like I can let my guard down. And Wands is fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, where you can let your guard down because you don't have to deal with the nonsense anymore. 5 of Swords. Now, the nonsense is still going on. Swords is air energy, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. And Swords, as I say, is about thoughts and communication. There's still gossip and misinformation going on right now. It's still happening. But you're not worried about that because you've already removed yourself from the nonsense and the shenanigans. This is your happy period. Again, high vibing, the sun. This is Leo energy. And the sun is about happiness. The sun is about illumination. The sun is about expansion too. It can be about expansion just like Jupiter. The sun can also be about pregnancy, but I'm not getting that at all. So yeah, sun can cover many things. But what I can tell you is that you're kind of living your life like it's golden. You're appreciating yourself and you're being very confident. That's how you're walking away from whatever this is, because on the bottom of the deck of the T-spill deck is confident. That's how you're walking away. It's like, okay, you want to tell lies. Okay, you want to rationalize your shenanigans of the things that you've done. That's fine. I'm confident in myself. I'm going to keep it moving. And then finally, at the bottom of the deck, on the tarot, is strength. This is more Leo energy. I feel like this actually might be dealing with a Leo. Some of you, maybe the number 8 is important. Also, some of you, maybe there was something in August with Leo energy. Also, with the sun, maybe the number 19 is important as well. But both of these, it's amazing that these were back to back, where you have the sun and the strength card. Trying to get this up. There we go. And the strength card, because both of these are Leo energy. So some of you, I feel like either you're a Leo or you have Leo heavy in your chart, is what it is. But you're confident, you're happy. And yeah, I'm telling you right now, the chit chatter, that's still going to keep going. People will still continue to talk. I'm telling you right now. But in the midst of the lies and the betrayal that happened, you're the one that's going to keep shining. Like the sun, is kind of interesting. It says keep shining, and the sun came out in this reading. So keep that in mind. You're the one who's going to keep shining. You're the one who will stay confident. You're the one who will stay at a higher vibration. All right? And that is your message. KIRWKC.com, main podcasting platform. Until next time, everyone, be blessed.